incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On second down, Young. Headed left, buying time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's got his man, Max Fulton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 22 yards to pick up there. It's good for a Panther first down. Loading up, launching downfield. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to try it here again. That's caught!
Complete to Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the two-point conversion.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest and let my heart broken. Seeing how
they run. Here's the one-time Panther, Christian McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Prescott now. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. So backed up after the sack. And now it's third and long. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And this is not going to work. He is stopped short of the marker. Boy, this one is worthy of second guessing. They've turned it over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one.
Off-road, right side, taken by Njoku. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He runs with it. And he's in. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. That his second touchdown tonight. So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the two-point conversion.
The Panthers.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this was incomplete. On 3rd down, they cannot connect. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down. Big play there. Gain of 14 on 4th and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again. Prescott. This one intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Prescott. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Gets past 1 man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart. He'll find Jeanty out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. To the air, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here's the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Now Dart. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Njoku, 30 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Now Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incomplete.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Caleb Downs. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the gun, Dart. This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Calais Campbell. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
36-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Dart. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw, Dart. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Will Mallory, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 62 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high power.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ashton Genty, 65 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing his Dart. They'll get this out to Genty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dart. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Man open left side is Brown. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Prescott now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Here's Prescott. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side, hold in by Pickens. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Seahawks 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Larry Fitzgerald from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Smack now for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at that 18-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Prescott. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will
Here's Prescott. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
35. Cowboys 34.
So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Genty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Cuetip. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. 21 yards, well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Dak. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving them nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead, that home field advantage.
Running to the checker flag, running through the red light, 12 can me, won't pull over to the right, ride to the sunrise, can't about no bedtime, ain't gon' get no ride with me, let they fight, better know, from west side Atlanta, or the best style, all the way to Crenshaw, I'm out of mind, better know, big, poppin' ain't no look, dropping bags, it's a lot to you, to me, a little bit, let them know, Chevy, I'm allowed, real boys in it. The big yacht, ballin' like a big shot. So my baby